greatness away. What are you waiting for? This is your time.
Really excited today as I speak to every one of you in terms of the life that God has created you to live. There are 9 important questions I'd like each and every one of you to ask yourself if you are going to become the great man or great woman that God has created you to be. Number 1 has to do with the identity question. Who am I? Sad to say that many people go through life and they've never addressed the question of identity. Who am I? The second question that I want you to deal with and for you to address is the destiny question. Where am I going? Many of us, we wake up in the morning, we go to bed, but never stop to ask ourselves the question, where am I going as an individual? Whether it's in your career, whether it's in your relationship, whether it's in your life. The third question has to do with the purpose question. Why am I here? Why was I born? Many of us go through life and have never addressed the purpose question. The purpose question to me is the why question, which I believe is the most important question. It's not the what, it's not the how, but it's the why. Are you doing what you're doing? And it also addresses even the motive. The fourth question has to do with the process question. As much as it is important for us to talk about the ought to, what you ought to do, it is also important to talk about the how to. How do you do what you're supposed to do? So I will take you through the process. The fifth question has to do with the legacy question. What were you born? What are you going to be remembered for? What are you going to leave behind you? It is important for one to note that legacy is not what you create when you're gone, but legacy is what you create daily. So it's very, very important. Then let me talk about also the heritage question. Where are you coming from? You are coming from God. You are coming from somewhere. You have a background. So it's very important for you sometimes to know that life is lived forward, though it's understood backwards. Then I also want to talk about the potential question. What is it that you can do? You can do more than you think you have been doing. And then I also want to deal with the intentionality question. What is it that you're supposed to do intentionally every day? You know, many of us, we go through life, we wake up in the morning, we are not intentional about what we want to do in a particular day. For me, I'm very intentional with what I'm supposed to do every day. I wake up to do 3 things. Number 1, I wake up to add value. I ask myself the question, who have I added value to today? What have I added value to? I wake up to create value. I'm not waiting for somebody to create value for me, but I have to create value. Then number 3, I have to appreciate value. Because whatever you appreciate in life appreciates in value. Then the other question has to do with the significance question. Whose life am I touching? Whose life am I impacting? Based on the mandate of my life, which is to do, to make people know God and to make people know who they are in God. So at the end of the day, my life must count. If you are going to make a difference in this life, you must decide to be different yourself. So I believe personally on the bottom of my heart that greatness awaits for every individual. What are you waiting for? Go out there, stand up and be counted. Be the great man, be the great woman that God has created you to be. Amen.
Yeah. Greatness of